But I think YouTube has better default settings.
Yeah.
All right. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Can you hear me out there in Radio Land? Let me lower the music a little bit.
There you go.
First and foremost, apologies for our tardiness.
It's all Dave's fault.
It is all my fault.
Yeah.
I will. Why is that red frame just chilling there?
Is David Beckham's name on that list?
David Beckham's name is on that list.
Did you send a message to him?
I'm gonna reach out to the media guys at Inter Miami. That's how I'm gonna do all the. Anyway, good morning, everyone. We had a mountain of technical difficulties, all my own doing. I was trying to improve the streaming experience for you, the audience.
And he chose to do it at 8 o'clock in the morning on Saturday. Thank you very much.
Lesson learned, don't do anything for the audience.
No, never.
At any rate, welcome. Happy Saturday morning. We are here for the pour over, coffee included.
Hello.
I am here. I'm Dave. I have Naz and Diego right beside me.
He forgot my name already.
I was going to say senor, and then I'm like,
Senor Caipa?
Rossignor?
Rossignor Caipa. At any rate,
Arsenal finished 2-1.
Arsenal did just go to full time, a 2-1 victory. Obviously, we weren't watching; we were just getting the updates, so difficult to tell, what the game was actually like.
Yeah.
But I think, it was obviously a largely changed squad from, their normal starting 11, but probably a lot tougher of a match than, at least from the scoreline, than Arteta and the Gunners would have liked.
Yeah.
That being said, this is cup football, and you have to grind. In the league too, you have to grind out victories, and sometimes it takes a pair of own goals from the Wolves. You never know.
Hey, listen, it takes what it takes.
More importantly,
when they do their 3 points,
the quadruple is still in play.
Yes.
So.
Yep.
And every week that we can continue to say that is more and more incredible.
Yeah, more exciting though.
Yeah. All right, so let's get rid of that window. We don't need that. First and foremost, how was everyone's week?
Busy as hell, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh
good.
My God.
Busy is good.
Great,
we're out of the
great.
doldrums of winter, at least from a, obviously we talk a little bit more about what goes on upstairs as well, beyond just our soccer watch parties, which are paramount to my
absolutely
work here. But
no, and even the parties, even the watch parties.
Exactly. Well, but I mean, like all the other parties too. So we're now out of the winter lull, hopefully, weather-wise at least. But yeah, we're booking parties. We have events. We have all kinds of things. Speaking of events, we will do an extended set of this on Monday's episode of A Soccer Fan Walks Into a Bar. But if you followed our social media, you saw it. If you didn't, Landon is coming.
Yes.
Landon is coming.
Landon Donovan, the Landon Donovan, multiple-time U.S. Soccer Player of the Year. So pivotal to
Perennial
American
captain.
soccer that MLS has named their MVP award after him, which I honestly I'm not a big fan of. He only won it once.
Yeah.
And there are multiple people. There's definitely at least one player that has won it more than once.
Yeah.
Messi now too, but Preki won, back in the 90s in MLS 1.0. But regardless, he is definitely on the Mount Rushmore of American soccer.
Exactly. That's why, because he was American soccer for many, many years.
Yes. So
credit where credit's due.
Yeah.
As they say.
So we are thrilled to be having him here.
Yes.
Tuesday, April 7th. He will be here. Meet and greet, Q&A, book signing.
Yes. Book is good though.
Doors open at 4, and we will keep partying until Landon wants to leave.
Yep.
Hasta las 15.
So, on that note, we're good there. Naz, how was your week?
Yeah.
It was busy. Just busy with work.
Busy is, busy is good. It beats the alternative, as I showed you what I've been up to the last few mornings, just compiling lists. Lots of productive meetings.
You are the one who's having an incredible
including I feel like I'm dropping all great news right now. Again, I know I said this last week. Thank you to everyone that ordered jerseys. from our first pop-up shop.
Yeah.
We are already planning the next one.
Yes.
It will be a USA national team inspired kit
Yep.
in conjunction with the World Cup and the 250th anniversary of our nation. Excuse me. So yeah, I'm really looking forward to that. I have a
That's
meeting
gonna
next
be
week
awesome.
for that. We already have the mock-ups, out and on their way to the factory.
Nice. Yeah, that's gonna be a great jersey. Please don't miss it.
Well, the people have learned that I don't mess around
Yeah.
with deadlines.
My people have
When I say no, the shop closes February 27th.
it does
I
close
don't give
February
extensions,
27th.
and you know what they know now? I better fucking buy that jersey when it's available. So anyway, you know what? It's. I mean, you guys know that any walk of life, if you give someone the extra extension the first time, they're gonna ask for it the second time and the third time. So you rip the Band-Aid off day one.
It's all about
Some people
training.
might get butthurt, but you know what? It's done, and now they know. I say upstairs if someone shows up late or doesn't put in their availability for the month.
Yeah.
Well, guess what? They don't get scheduled.
Amen
Even
to that.
it might be me one time, but everyone
the
will know.
case.
Listen,
Yeah.
okay.
Now I gotta know.
They mean
Now I gotta
business here,
do it.
yeah. Because how often are we like, the 4th or the 5th of the month, and we're still trying to make the schedule for the month, and
Yeah.
I'm like,
No,
no, we
100%.
can't do it. So
Discipline first.
And- yes.
Teaching some discipline.
Yes.
I like it.
from the Mikel Arteta school of coaching.
yeah. Nice segue right there.
Look at that. All right, so
So let's
obviously
move on to
our pour over will be, I guess drastic is the word. Drastically different this week.
It'll be very chill.
It's an FA Cup weekend, so we don't have 10 Premier League matches to talk about. If you haven't noticed, I will be going to the NYCFC match later today, an early afternoon kickoff.
Yeah.
It's supposed to be in the mid 40s. That's tolerable. I'll have my hat and gloves. But yesterday evening, more good news. I say it's been
All
like
good news.
a weird week, but I have tons of good news this
That's what I'm
week.
saying. It's a good week for you.
Yes.
You're just
My-
all up
my-
in your stuff, my friend.
As they say, my cup runneth over. I got a text message yesterday from someone at NYCFC asking if I would like to sit pitch side.
Nice.
And I said,
Hell yeah.
yeah.
Hell yeah, baby.
So-
So that means you're getting some photos and
Oh
some
yeah.
content
I'm
and stuff?
gonna try.
Oh, no, you
They are a little bit more strict with
Do or
your
do not.
behavior
There is no
and
try.
stuff.
No, of course.
Because you're first of all, I will be like probably visible on Apple TV's
Oh,
show. So
yeah.
they are much. I can't wear like a FDAgo shirt.
No, but you can have a City Universe little sign.
Yeah, I
Be
don't
like,
know. Yeah, I don't. I
come on, be that guy. Be that guy.
I
man.
don't know.
Be that guy. No.
Nah,
Just
I
be
don't
like,
think so.
No, I want to preserve this relationship that I have with New York City. So
Listen, you are their customer. All right? That is
and you
the
hold on,
relationship
hold
they
on.
have.
You know firsthand, as
Yeah.
do I. The customer is not always
Always
right.
No.
No, actually, I know that the customer can always be pleased. That's what I know.
Yes.
On
They-
my end,
they
you
can
see-
be pleased
you see,
at
I'm-
another business when you kick them out.
I'm NYCFC, you are my customer. You see, I see that. Be like, yeah, sure, no problem. It's okay.
Yeah, but
And that's
that's
why I
why
get in
that's why
trouble.
you don't work for NYCFC. that only.
No.
But yeah, no, I'm really pumped. It's funny. This is my 11th, 12th since 2015. I've had my season tickets.
11.
And my wife and I, I always joke with her. I'm like, we gotta trade in and splurge once in a while and try to do that. And they are notoriously difficult to get because a lot of them are, kind of like a suite. They're bought up by
Corporates, yeah.
corporate, and even if the seats are empty, it doesn't mean they're not
Being used.
accounted for. So, and I always joke with my ticket rep. I'm like, listen, this could be like the Oscars. Like, if you need a professional seat filler,
here.
I'll get up and move at halftime if that person gets here. Like I'd be happy to do it.
And the day happens.
Yeah, and the day happens. And yesterday my wife gets sick and she can't go with me. so she's laying in bed and I'm like, Mary, please don't kill me. But they just asked me to sit pitch side. She's like,
Hey.
fuck. So, Mary, you'll have to wait another 11 years, I think.
We love you, babe. Sorry. I might take that ticket.
Yeah, already accounted for.
No. Something might happen to your companion, bro.
No, I gave it to
I don't know.
my nephew's coming.
Or nephew, he might get into an accident today.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
It's NYCFC. Pitch side.
What Diego wouldn't do for a Klondike bar.
shit.
Nobody said I was too nice of a guy.
Oh, my God.
Just a little nice, not too nice. No, I love you. I love you, boy. I'm sorry.
He's starting to try to walk this back down.
It's all good fun.
Holy cow.
Those looks that they gave me make me feel very, very, very self-conscious.
I mean, that's one of those things where, like, if I said that, I would realize halfway through the sentence, like, I better not finish this.
Yeah, I shouldn't have.
No, it was out
Did
there
I just
in the
say
world.
that? Shit.
It was out there in the world. That looks just brought me back to reality.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's jump into the rest of the FA Cup. Yesterday, also Liverpool beat Wolves 3-1. But later today, we actually have two matches here in the tap room. 12:45, the mighty Wrexham hosting Chelsea.
That's gonna be great, dude.
And we'll get to predictions later. I don't think it's going to be a close match, but the pomp and circumstance surrounding Wrexham, especially as they approach this level of the cup, is increasing.
They're also home. So
they are home.
proud.
The racetrack is gonna be wild.
So also, I don't know if it'll be on the U.S. broadcast, but Ryan Reynolds and Rob McElhenney are going to be doing the commentary for the match.
No way! Yeah. Let's go.
So they, in true fashion, they came out with a statement basically saying like, this is incredible. We're so happy to be able to do this, and I just hope that the producers have the bleep button ready to go.
Ready to go? Nah, it's so.
I mean, it's not dissimilar to what we do for our for our sidecasts.
Yeah, you get one.
But for the owner of a club to do it is
it's gonna be awesome.
I will be completely upfront and honest. I'm not a huge fan of just the whole scenario. Like Wrexham, all these Wrexham fans.
Yeah.
Ask them to name a single player on Wrexham. You know what I mean?
I include myself on that.
But you're talking about bandwagoners come with everything.
I know, but they at least know players. Not just the owner.
Well, again, ask any City player to name a player before 2015.
Yeah, exactly. Any Man City fan that
why don't we ask any City fan now? When was the last time they got relegated?
2001.
I think it was sooner. I think it was closer than that.
I thought it was 2001 season, I think. Yeah. But anyway.
But again, yes. No, bandwagons and I'm all about
myself
it.
Included, obviously, I'm not a Wrexham fan, but.
Yeah, you're right. Yep, end of 2001.
Boom.
So I actually saw
that
on a Man City fan.
No, I actually saw that on a stat
just said
not that long ago in like one of those graphic charts. So.
Yeah.
But my photographic memory did remember it.
So you're a Man City fan now. I love you, buddy.
I'm a fan of our supporters clubs.
No.
And you know what? I will say, as an NYCFC fan,
the city supporters group.
I find myself at least much more familiar with Man City just because of the relationships and we've had players go there, they've had players come here, so I wouldn't necessarily call that being a fan, but I am certainly they're a follower. I think that is a good description of what I am.
I'll buy that one.
But yeah, so to go back to Wrexham again, I'm not a fan. I only know one player from Wrexham, and the only reason I know that player is because he's a former Bournemouth player, Kiefer Moore. So,
okay.
Outside of that, I wouldn't know
No,
anyone.
you know what? To be honest, you're 100%
Yeah.
right. I know more about the city through the
Right.
through the
So,
show.
and
I
you
know more
what?
about the stadium.
They always say
but
there's
I
no such
really
thing as
don't.
bad press. So I do think it's a net positive for Wrexham.
Oh,
but
100%.
as the soccer purist in me wants a club known for its club, not the two owners that are sitting at the top. Which again, they are by all accounts incredible owners. They're putting their money where their mouth is, or vice versa. But I want recognition of players and
Well, in that case, it's the same thing as any small American team. You know, they're known in America and they got fans in America. Anybody from anywhere else in the planet knows them because of a TV show or because of a
Correct.
personality thing or something like that.
Yeah, but you
So-
also have to start your fan base somewhere as well.
Yeah, oh, yeah, no, I
So
guess
you have your
it's-
faithful, which is the Wrexham town. I mean, you have a city that
Yeah.
follows
Yeah,
you. So
yeah.
like, that's basically.
But now
all
you're getting
they
your
need.
global.
Now
Yeah,
you
I'm,
get
also-
your
I'm,
exposure. Yeah.
I'm curious to because I'm sure there's a lot of naysayers out there. I'm curious to hear what the locals think of all this. Like,
Oh, so
I'm sure it's a mixed bag.
it's a mixed bag, but it's overwhelm. Shit, I forgot. It's
Overwhelmingly.
Overwhelming.
Exactly. Thank you. You said it. I couldn't. It's very positive. There you go. That's
Yeah.
better.
Well, I'm sure
Very
it's bringing a
positive. It's,
shitload of money into the local economy
no,
also.
Exactly. Yes. Like people are starting to go there as a touristic,
Yeah.
place, and they like that.
Well, it's like that
they
bar,
were-
the bar that is the setting for Ted Lasso.
Yeah,
like all of a
exactly.
sudden it's a tourist destination
Yeah.
now.
So when they were asked,
Well, did you hear
about-
one of the players from the one of the actor players? He scored.
Christos Fernandez, I think the guy that plays Danny Rojas.
Oh yeah. Oh, no
I think
kidding.
he scored in the game he played for them too.
Oh wow.
Yeah, look it up. Yeah,
yeah, he had a brace. He scored 2 goals.
Scored 2 goals.
Nice. But yeah, so like they say that they appreciate that. They appreciate the fact that just the 2 stars, and they all credit it to them. The fact that these 2 stars started promoting
Yeah.
and put it on the map is bringing business and is developing the economy. So on that end, they like it. On the end of soccer, they get a little annoyed because now you get all these people coming in taking your seats.
Right.
You know,
Well,
but it's just that's a selfish thing of the
that's
game.
that's
day.
the same thing with Bournemouth now too. Is it's very interesting. I see all these people that have been fans since the 70s,
Yeah.
and now they're complaining, and I'm like, guys, you've had the 3 best seasons in your club's history have been the last 3
Yeah.
seasons.
So stop.
Like, what do you?
Yeah, stop with
You know,
that nonsense.
what do you have to complain about?
Yeah, exactly.
You were 5 minutes away from becoming an amateur club until Fletch scored that goal.
Yep. So
Like
come on,
what?
you know what I mean?
It's mind-boggling to me what the thought process of some fans are. Whether it's Man City fans, whether it's Arsenal fans, whether it's Bournemouth, Wrexham, NYC, whatever it is, like some of the thought processes and lack of objectivity that is available to these people's brains is just I don't understand it.
Well, it's funny because that's what they were gonna. That's one thing they were saying that is the soccer part.
What is this music?
Is the ownership that you take
I feel
when
like
it
I'm at
comes
carnivals.
is the ownership you take when it comes to a team like that. Like you said, they were about to be relegated. So it's basically the same story that Wrexham is going through right now, climbing up the ladder, getting bigger and bigger. So now you're used to having your team. That team is my team. Nobody else cares about it. It's mine. Now you got all these global.
I also think, and
popularity.
Naz and I have had this conversation offline. I think if Wrexham, and it looks like it might be possible, if Wrexham gets promoted again, I think it's a terrible look for the FA.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, because you're talking about a team who was
You're talking about a
like
team
2
with
years ago in the 3rd tier, right?
This would be their 4th consecutive promotion.
There you go.
With
4 years,
owners that have no background in soccer.
Okay. Yeah.
And so is it bucking the trend? Is it exposing all these other ownership groups and
Is it showing
and
what you can do with your
management?
money?
Like,
Well, 2 things: trust and money. I'm sorry, that's kind of my belief. Like these guys trust the process, as they say in America. So that's one thing, and they do have an extremely insane amount of money. But what I think that it exposes is ownerships.
Yeah.
That's my personal thought, because this is a fresh take on a business that is actually work. This is a business model. There you go. It's a good business model that is working for small teams. Let's see what happens once you get to the top, if you can sustain that, because going up is nice up until you get to the Premier.
Well, but here's the thing. Every year they're saying, oh, this is going to be too much of a talent gap for Wrexham to overcome, this and that. Last year it was, or the start of this year, the championship. I don't care about the Premier League. The championship is the most difficult league to get through because of the physicality, because it's 46 matches. And as a newly promoted side, they're in 6th place right now.
So they're
with a real chance of making that playoff. Again, I think it's a little bit of everything. It makes in my eyes, the FA and the EFL look not great, and it exposes a lot of front offices throughout the pyramid for just not being good enough.
Exactly.
So that part might be a good thing, but the strength of, or supposed strength of the football pyramid in England, I think it has to feel offended by this team just. Again, I know it's taken a lot of hard work, but almost seemingly casually just walking through the leagues
all these levels,
and getting, it's wild.
It's difficult to assimilate. But again, the levels, once you get to the top, the FA, they are in 6th, they might make it. If they make it, it's even more obvious, the gaps between leaderships and things like that. But once they make it up there, the problem with the Premier is you got the top 6. And the level level of management and money are, they're going to get the top 5. Yeah. They're going to trade places. I
was wondering where you were going with this.
But exactly, just like that. You know what I mean? There is the level of money that you have when it comes to the Premier League. Even if you're 7, 8, 9. You still have a humongous gap that I don't think that group still is in position to compete with. So that's the top. You get to the top, you go through the lines, you climb the ladder, you get to that top ring. But once you get there, I think that's where the buck stops.
Yep.
And I mean that's the process everywhere. Like right now. And speaking of that group, that management group that is doing all these things with the soccer players, Necaxa. Good example. They expose the same thing.
And the former La Equidad,
Internacional de Bogotá.
Yeah.
They're in the top of the league right now.
Their crest looks incredible, by the way. I want to buy
beautiful.
a kit.
Oh, I hate it, but I like it.
Well, that's what it's the same. Inter Milan almost always comes out with incredible kits.
And you're like,
I can't. I can't wear it, but I can admire it.
Yeah, it's beautiful. But they're in the top of the league. So they are doing the right things when it comes to managing a team as a business, making the investments, hiring the right personnel for them. So that is the trust that I see, because they don't know soccer. It's a group of people that accepted the fact that they don't know.
Well, and that's the key right there. They know that they don't know.
They're self-aware. And they trust the processes that they are establishing in all these countries. So it is working for them. Maybe a couple of teams should take a page. I don't know. You know what I mean? That is just good for them. I don't see any negatives.
I used to have one of my old coaches in college used to say there are 4 kinds of people: those who know they know, those who don't know they know, those who know they don't know, which is in my opinion them, and the most dangerous, those who don't know that they don't know. And that's I'm thinking like a Todd Bowley, maybe a Marinakis. These guys
definitely
that because they're the owner, and listen, they've obviously done something right and successful in their life, unless they're a trust fund kid, to have acquired these clubs. So they obviously have a skill set that allows them to get to that level, but that doesn't mean you know football and you don't know how to run a club and this. So putting the right people in the right spots
absolutely
is paramount.
And that is what Wrexham is doing, and I think that's 95% of the success they're having.
It's possible.
All
right. Moving on. Newcastle playing Man City for the 14th time this season.
Jesus Christ, man.
This one is at Newcastle.
Best of
I mean, This is not a prediction match, so we can dive deep on it. We can talk about what we think is going to happen. We can talk about a predicted result if we want here. I'm like up in the air with Newcastle. I mean, well, Newcastle's just been up in the air. Let me bring up the Premier League table just to see where they're at right now.
Bottom half.
11th, I think.
Oh, 12th. 12th place. Let's see. They do have Champions League coming up. I mean, this is... I don't know.
It's a tough stretch that they're going through right now, and it's not going to get any better anytime
So
soon.
They did beat United 1 man down.
Yes.
That was a hell of a goal.
They
bro.
now have...
Oh, my God.
Let's see. So they had 5 games in a 14-day span.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be tough.
Actually, and look at that, like Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, Saturday, Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday, and then Saturday again, or is that Sunday?
And what do you prioritize? What do you want to?
So for me, I think they prioritize the cups. I mean, they're not going to make it into Europe unless they win a cup.
A cup, yeah.
In my opinion. So, and even this one, honestly, it just seems like Man City has their number.
Oh, it's
what is
it, like 4-1, 4-0? They won all the
I
matches?
I think Newcastle won one of them.
One of them.
Yeah. But I think you rest guys for Barcelona on Tuesday.
I think so too. I don't disagree with that.
Because then you have Chelsea on Saturday.
Excuse me.
Which I think is another match that they, might not mail it in, but just coast. You're not going to get relegated. Just let the status quo kind of maintain and try to go for a European push. I think that's all they have left
It makes sense.
with this season.
No, it absolutely
personally.
makes sense. I mean, there is no getting up on the table right now with the way things are shaping up for them, especially with the matches. I mean, maybe not. They got a bunch of semi-easy matches in the cup. I'm sorry, in the league.
I mean, they have Chelsea. Sunderland is a tough squad. Palace is
Palace,
not
right
great,
now.
but they're
Right now.
doing a little bit better than Bournemouth, Arsenal, Brighton.
Also, never mind.
Yeah, and then I mean, May looks pretty easy for them, at least at this point. But these guys, they're all Forest and West Ham are going to be scratching at everything to get points for
Absolutely.
these matches. So.
No, but you know what? You're right. Just the amount of games that they have in the short span of days that they have, it's going to be way too much. They gotta focus up on the champions champions. It's champions.
So 6 games in March. I mean, it's
a lot.
And obviously the April, May don't look as congested, but that's only because there's nothing for Champions League yet.
Yeah.
If they are able to get through Barcelona, which I don't think they do either, but if they're able to get through Barcelona, you're going to add another 2 fixtures to this.
Yeah.
And
Barcelona is going to come out guns blazing
think
because
so.
of what just happened
Yeah.
to them. It's going to be nuts. So, yeah. And you know what? Sometimes that's the thing. People complain, or fans themselves complain about what a team does in the middle of a season. What do you prioritize? Like we talk about all the time. You have 3. You're running on 3 different ways. Which is the way you want to get to the end the most, and how are you going to go about it? They talk about Madrid all the time. Madrid. We talked about this, and you are the best example of saying that is Madrid doesn't care about the Liga.
Yeah.
That is irrelevant for them. They know they're going to be on the top 3. They're going to always make it to Europe. So their priority has always and will always be the UEFA, the Champions League. That's what they care about. They know pretty much that they're going to go win pretty much all the matches that they play in La Liga. So that's their priority. They don't care about winning, losing, as long as they're in the top 3. Sometimes when you're in the middle of the table like this and you have no chance in your own league as well, you have to prioritize the International Cup. So I read that a couple of Newcastle fans are kind of upset about the fact that, this is being talked about. They're like, all right, you got to take pride on your tournament. You got to make sure that you're on the top. But if you can't do it, you can't do it. What are we talking about? That?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? If there is no chance for you to climb any more positions,
Yeah.
like they've said, the only chance to stay in Europe is winning Europe.
Winning Europe.
So let's see what Newcastle does. But I'm down. I'm down for them just even mailing it in. I mean, they're not getting relegated, so who cares what position you're on? Just
the money difference is inconsequential.
Exactly. Just forget about this year in the league and focus up and try to win it all.
Yeah. All right. Tomorrow there are some more FA Cup fixtures. Nothing like absolutely crazy. Fulham hosting Southampton. Port Vale hosting Sunderland. Leeds United hosting Norwich. So those are all Premier League teams against lower league teams. And then Monday, West Ham hosting Brentford in a all Premier League match. Yeah. For a similar reason, I think West Ham field a weak side for this. They are getting hot in the league. They really have a very good quality chance now of surpassing Forest and maybe Tottenham. Yeah. So we were and we'll see. You have other teams coming up. Is it possible that Forest and Spurs? No, I think the gap is too big to Burnley.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, even Leeds has to start worrying now because of how well West Ham is playing. Leeds is winless in their last 4, so and they've dropped their last 2. So, this is.
It's gonna be a surprise.
You guys joke that I talk about this like within the last 10-15 minutes of a match. The last few matches of the league, we're in squeaky bum time for
a lot of teams
for
right
Leeds,
now.
Spurs, Forest, and West Ham.
Imagine
4 teams for 3 spots of safety. One of them obviously is going to go down.
You're right.
Leeds
Burnley,
and just if I didn't mention it already, Leeds are on 31, Spurs on 29, Forest on 28, and West Ham on 28.
So a couple of slippage, and we're done here.
Spurs have by far the best goal differential, at least in -7. So, but we joke around about that, but I mean that's basically worth the point.
It is indeed,
because if so they're 1 point above Forest and West Ham. If Forest and West Ham get a draw and Tottenham lose and they're all on 29, well, guess what? Spurs are there still.
Above everybody else.
Goal differential, based on the looks of it, might wind up being a factor here.
I don't know, man. We're looking at the table right now, and I see a lot of X's on Tottenham.
But I mean, that's
you
just
need to turn that into what.
Honestly, I'm surprised at the amount of green check marks in the relegation zone right now.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's all red on Tottenham, and all the other teams are getting some results. So, like, honestly, I have no faith right now that Tottenham can beat anybody, even if they're below them.
Oh no, I agree.
At all,
I agree. I agree.
0. So because of that, it's why I said what I said a couple of weeks ago. I do see them going down.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, that is my most reasonable conclusion from what I've been seeing in the past few weeks. It's just,
I mean, there's been
nothing,
pundits and former Spurs players already calling for Igor Tudor to be sacked.
Yeah.
And that is not even fair, man.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Well,
you get tossed.
I agree it's not fair, but there is something to be said from a front office to quickly acknowledge, hey, you know what? We got this one wrong.
Up.
We better, I'm not saying that's how the Spurs front office feels. This is, again, coming from pundits, coming from Teddy Sheringham was one of the guys who was a former Spurs player.
Yeah. He's one of these Spurs players.
So, is it, I don't know if sour grapes is the right word, but, they all have the guy that they have in mind that Spurs should hire. And if Igor Tudor was not that guy, then, they're going to come out with double barrels ready to go at the slightest bit of adversity,
You're 100%
under Tudor. So
it's tough. It's tough. It's gonna be a horrible year for Tottenham, and I hope we don't lose a rival.
I've been, you know what? I will say, if not for anything, the memes have been.
Oh,
fire.
really?
Yeah. I saw one actually. Let me see.
Saw one where it was like the chicken has already left. He's had enough. It was just the ball.
There was no way the rooster is done.
Yeah, the rooster's done.
There's one of that Mike, the Brighton guy sent me, and it's championship clubs in Tottenham Stadium next season, and it's I mean, I'll show you guys, but for chat, it is Will Smith as the Fresh Prince get into Bel Air for the first time.
Yeah, I saw the one where it was Borat.
Nice.
Borat sitting in different seats at the Tottenham Stadium, and it says when championship fans get to visit your stadium. Wow, wow, ooh, wow, wow.
Yeah,
And then the other one I saw that I meant to screenshot, and it was because everyone's coming out with the new kits for next year, and it was like, oh, Tottenham have just leaked their new kit, and it's just a close-up of the EFL Championship badge on their
Yeah.
Oh, that is
listen,
so mean.
I'm not a Spurs fan, so I'm not offended by it, but you have to have a sense of if you can't laugh at this, then you'll go absolutely nuts.
Yeah, you might as well just stop watching football for the rest of the year.
Yeah,
Tottenham fan.
So and Nas pointed out the fans were leaving at halftime of the match against Palace.
It was empty.
No.
It was empty.
Yeah.
It was enough empty.
So
There was. Did you see the meme of one of the previous games where it said that Tottenham has played so bad that some dude's legs healed and he got up out of his wheelchair and walked away? Because there was a picture of just the wheelchair
just the wheelchair
left.
Oh no way!
Yeah.
Tottenham is performing miracles now.
All right. Since we are pretty far behind because of my stupidity and AV, inability.
No worries.
We're going to skip our normal commercial break and let's jump right into predictions.
All right, let's do it.
All right, so last week we predicted Barcelona Villarreal, Borussia Dortmund and Bayern Munich in their Klassiker, and Arsenal Chelsea in a London derby. I picked, again, you get 1 point for the winning team or the correct result. You get a bonus 2 points for the correct scoreline and bonus 2 points for the correct goal scorer. I picked Barcelona to win 4-2 with Robert Lewandowski to score worth 3 points. This is Diego picked Barcelona 3-0 with Lamine Yamal to score for 3 points. And Nas had Barcelona 3-1 with Rafinha to score for 1 point. I picked for the Der Klassiker, I had a 1-1 draw with a Harry Kane goal. 2 points for me. Diego had a 4-1 Bayern Munich victory with Lucho to score, getting him 1 point. And Nas had 3-1 in favor of Bayern with a Harry Kane goal for 3 points. In the London derby, I had a 3-1 victory for Arsenal with Victor Gyökeres to score for 1. Diego had Gab Martinelli scoring for Arsenal in a 2-1 victory for 3 points. And Nas had Victor Gyökeres scoring for Arsenal also in a 2-1 victory for 3 points. So, after the week, Diego on 84.
Yeah, baby.
I am on 111. And exactly 40 points ahead of Diego is Nas with 124. And the reason we are saying that is because, and I can't believe it, it's looking
United moved into third.
Closer to, although they did lose. But
Yeah, I know, man.
we bet Diego 40 points that if Manchester, he bet 40 points on Manchester United finishing second place.
in the league,
so they are currently, what is that, 8 back? I got to see.
8 back.
Or is it worse now? Because we have 9 back they are.
Yeah.
Because of the Man City draw.
Hey, listen.
All right, so this...
End of the year penalties.
We'll see.
Yeah.
This weekend, we will be predicting Wrexham and Chelsea in the FA Cup. O Clásico, Benfica hosting FC Porto in Liga Primeira in Portugal. And Derby della Madonnina, AC Milan hosting Inter Milan at the San Siro.
Yo tengo.
And for reference, Benfica is currently in third in the league, Porto's in first, and AC Milan is in second, while Inter is in first place. So just as references there. So we'll go right to Wrexham Chelsea. I have picked Chelsea to win 4-1 with an Enzo Fernandez goal. Diego, what about you?
I have Wrexham winning 1-0 with Issa Kabore scoring the goal.
Isak Bore.
Isak Bore, yeah, exactly.
All right, and Nas.
I have it a little closer. I have Chelsea winning 2-1 with the Delap goal.
With Delap to score. All right, moving on to Benfica Porto. I have a 2-2 draw with Pavlidis to score. Diego.
Yo tengo AC Milan with a Modric goal.
But we're talking about Porto and Benfica.
Oh, eu quisera poner a Porto ganando. No, it's Benfica 2, Porto 1 with a Rios goal.
Oh my goodness! So Benfica, 2-1, and was it Rich Rios? Right? Is that his first
Richard
name?
Rios, yeah, Richard Rios.
It's Richard, right? Not like
It's
Ricardo.
not Ricardo,
yeah.
no, it's Richard. Yeah.
I'm always. It's very interesting to me because a lot of, I shouldn't say a lot, but a fair amount of the Spanish-speaking world will pull names from like American media, whether
Yeah, culture.
TV stars
It's
and
general
movie
culture,
stars.
yeah.
Yeah, so I assume it was named after like
Richard Gere.
yeah, something like
Actually,
that. Yeah.
no, it actually was.
Is it Jesus?
So I have
And listen, all moms love those
Yeah.
guys, man.
I have the same score line as Diego, 2-1 Benfica with a Pavlidis goal.
All right, 2-1. Of course, he went for he goes for all the Colombians. You go for the Greek guy. I think
Come
Pavlidis
on,
is-
bro. That's the way.
Pavlidis has 20 goals this
I know,
season.
I know.
I couldn't bet against
Hell
him.
All right,
Hell yeah.
Milan Derby. Diego, now you can talk about Milan.
Io quisera AC Milan 2, Inter Milan 1. Modric goal.
Luka Modric.
Yes, sir. My boy is coming
the
up over there.
40-year-old. And
Dude,
Nas.
he's killing it over
He
there.
is, he is.
I have Inter 2, AC Milan 1 with a Thuram goal.
Nice.
That's Marcus Thuram, I believe, plays there, right? Inter squad. I can never. Yes,
Marcus
Marcus. Kefren Thuram, I think, plays for Juventus.
See. See.
Do I have that right? Yeah, he plays for Juve. All right, and I will finish up. I am picking with my heart because they are well behind Inter, but I have AC Milan winning 2-1 with a Rafael goal. Maybe
Leal.
the soccer gods will cooperate with me and get Rossonieri back into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean, I'm first of all, I'm just thrilled that they are going to. Well, I shouldn't say going. It's not a guarantee, but pretty much guaranteed to be back in Champions League. They have a 6-point lead over Roma, who would be in Europa League right now. So,
Oh, okay.
but they're 10 points back of Inter. I mean, Inter's pretty much got the league in hand already.
Yeah. Oh, wow. How
Oh,
many games are left?
Como's winning again too.
That's what
over
I was gonna say.
Cagliari.
Como is being the
Como, I love
of the
it.
year.
I am here for it. I hope they can keep Nico Paz and Cesc Fabregas as a manager and all that. But
I don't know Paz. I think Paz is
probably
gone.
you're probably right. But
Yeah.
we'll
Damn.
see. You know what? He's going to be in Champions League next year. Potential. Like that's why you go, to these other clubs.
to have the incentive
It's
to be
not
able
just
to make it.
because these guys really, is there that big of a difference between making $200,000 a week and $225,000 a week? Like,
Sometimes-
there is obviously,
Yeah,
but
sometimes the personal drive.
yeah,
is what gets
and
you
to live
places.
on Lake Como is not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah, no, there is
So-
there is worse places to go to a mediocre team.
Exactly.
For.
Like, you could live in,
Yeah.
northeast England and play for Newcastle, or you can live on a lake by the Mediterranean.
And be beautiful.
Yeah. Right? Like,
Absolutely, sir.
I would take a pay cut to live in Como. Anyway. All right. Do you guys have anything else? I think
Nah,
I think
we're
we're
chilling.
good. Yeah. Thank you guys for you. And I say you guys, I mean
Yes,
you
sir.
two.
You are very welcome.
Diego and Nas for walking me off the ledge here after my technical difficulties and
yeah,
restarting the stream a dozen times. So make sure you throw us a follow on Instagram. That's where we'll be announcing all of our
Yes,
events. Like, subscribe, and share on YouTube and Twitch.
Yep.
Get into our Discord. We have a lot of fun activities in there, and we're growing that a little bit more. When the tickets become available, you'll be able to find the portal right from our website, cdunewburgh.com.
That's it.
We'll see you upstairs for the watch parties or
Yes, sir.
right here Monday for a soccer fan walks into a bar. Cheers.